Hi guys, it's Kelly from Cards by Christine here with you on a Technique Thursday to share with you a special technique that is utilizing some dies and ribbon. So let's see if I can come up with a cheeky name as we're doing this. But here is the card. It is from the June monthly cards. The June monthly cards are so great. I'm going to show them all off to you in just a little bit here. But Stampin' Up! Has made a bunch of dies that feature these like cut out areas where you can string in some ribbons. So I absolutely love it. Now these dies look great just as is. You don't need to string ribbon through it, but if you want to elevate your cards and really incorporate another great element, obviously ribbon, here at Cards by Christine we try to incorporate ribbon into all of our cards. Doesn't always work, but 95% of the time we can make the magic happen. And seriously, this technique is really gonna just hopefully make you really happy with how easy it is, because when you have really uniquely designed products, it's so easy to do special things like this. So go ahead and grab a die cut, and I'll show you what it is in just a minute here. But all you gotta do is put your ribbon down and then loop it back up through this other hole. So there's one. You absolutely could get by with one. This card was designed using two, which I really love. So that's what I'm going to show you. So you could have done them both at the same time. I just wanted to show you the difference here. Now, I would absolutely go ahead and secure these down nice. And how I would suggest to do that, you're not going to see it, so don't worry about how the back side of your card looks. Chris, actually, I'm trying to show this off to you. It's so hard. I don't want to deconstruct the card, but she's got some strips of dimensionals back here. Let's turn it back just a little bit. You can see all the beautiful layers here. But so that your ribbon doesn't get tugged out, what I would go ahead and do is throw down a piece of tear and tape. And last week you probably heard me talking about tear and tape and how much I love it. Use it all the time. I really resisted getting it. I would go ahead and do this step first before you put the ribbon in, but just kind of showing you a bunch of different things here. Go ahead and put one, maybe two pieces if you want. You could put either one in the middle or two right before the holes here. But go ahead and throw down your tear and tape. When I use tear and tape, I like to burnish it down with my fingernail and then lift up the waxy paper because it comes off better then. And then pull your ribbon tight. And now I would flip it over because you can kind of maneuver your ribbon to where you want it. Maybe you want it both coming out of the middle, maybe top and bottom. So once you've got the tear and tape and then the ribbon through there, you can pull it tight to wherever you want it and then just kind of squeeze to get that to stick down. Now, the next thing that Chris does, and I'm being really loosey-goosey here, like this is not the best place to put them, but I'm just kind of going through this quickly for you guys. You will absolutely get to learn more about this when Chris does the June card making class. So worry not if you need a little refresher. You can always tune into the June monthly card making class to see it again. But go ahead then, and now that you've got the ribbon and also honestly the tear and tape, it's got a little more dimension to it. Again, you could go ahead and put it with another piece of tear and tape and just stick it down, but I love the dimension that this card gets. Sorry, my workstation's moved a little bit. The dimension that this card gets just by adding dimensionals to each of the layers. And then look at all of these flower heads have dimensionals behind them too. So much extra attention to detail that really makes the card so unique. I'm gonna grab my glue scissors here. It's been getting a good workout these last few weeks, and I'm going to trim off the side. Remember, this is valuable product on the side here, so don't let it go to waste. So I'm gonna trim some really skinny pieces here for the edge of this label. Boom. Love it. Then go ahead and peel off the waxy backing. And you can throw that down here. Now, it depends on exactly what your label looks like or what ribbon you're using. So now here, for the design of this card, Chris is using 2 pieces of ribbon, so it really goes edge to edge here. If you were utilizing a different type of ribbon or less ribbon, you could absolutely use a small dimensional and get away with it. But because of how tight we've got the ribbon to the edge here, that's why I'm trimming those small pieces before I go ahead and have that banner ready to put on the card. So that's how you do that. Then I love what Chris did here. She is so smart in how she designs her cards. Creating this little rectangle. It is 1 7/8 long by 3/4 wide to create the perfect size here to throw a nice sentiment and a nice little piece of bright white to, basic white to brighten up the card here. So that is how she created that awesome layer right there. And then just going to show you the other cards that you can get if you are interested in joining us for the June monthly card making class. So I'm going to put that over there. We've got this really cool storefront technique where we have a window sheet behind a rectangle here on this brick and mortar embossed sheet. So cool. It's a chocolate kind of day. I really think every day is a chocolate kind of day. And then we've got these beautiful koalas that have through thick and thin, count me in. I so love that. And I love, all of the cards are always beautiful. Do not get me wrong on that. But I love how this set of cards has that bright red to really, actually I think it's cherry cobbler, to really kind of unify the set of cards. I think that is so cool. So if you ever want more information on what classes Chris has coming up or on how you can craft along with Chris, always go to Cards by Chris B, and along the top there's an events tab that leads you to her events calendar where you can get the lowdown on the latest cards that Chris has for you to watch along on. You can always catch Chris live on a Thursday creating cards. So cool. And these cards will be made in June for the June monthly card making class. So if you need more information about that, you can find it on the events calendar at Cards by Chris B, or you can always call or text Chris. She has some of the best customer service that I know. So I hope you enjoyed this really cool way to add some ribbon and some neat features to your card. I hope you have a wonderful Technique Thursday and plan on tuning in later tonight for some live card making with Chris.